Hello everyone, I am going to give you an introduction to the Bookings app. We're going to start by using this for some parent-teacher conferences at the beginning of this year, and you may find that you like to use it for setting up other parent-oriented conversations over the course of the year. All right, let's get ready and go. All right, the way to get started is to open up your Office 365 portal online. So go ahead and use your favorite web browser. Well, use Edge or Chrome preferably for these purposes. Open those up and type in portal.office.com to take you to the Office 365 portal, or you can use your shortcut on your desktop as long as it's in Edge and not Firefox. Once you've logged in, open the All Apps option and then find Bookings. It's a stylized geometric B in a teal color. All right, so here I am in my Office 365 portal, and here is my Bookings app. When I click on Bookings, it is going to open up my calendar because I've already created something in here, but you will have an option, I believe up here somewhere, that says Create New Calendar, and go ahead and click that button. I'm sorry I can't replicate that option for you, but once you've created it, once you've gone through that process, I can't revert back to the never seen this before possibility. So it's good to know that up here in this teal section, there are a whole bunch of features and tips. If you want to create your first booking, publish a page, add your services, add your staff. So basically everything that I'm going through right now with you, add your calendar, add buffer time, you can get those tips here. It'll take you out to articles that walk you through the steps. But for now, we're going to go over here to this left navigation bar, and I'm going to walk you through the sections. So the home section is where we're at right now. When you open up the calendar section, that is your Outlook calendar. So it is connected via Office 365. You will see all of your meetings here in the calendar, already booked out as busy or tentative, depending on how they look. So you can have the confidence that nobody's going to book over something that you already have selected. The next page is the booking page, and this is the really important page. So you can customize your page theme over here with different colors. You can choose to edit your picture as well if you want to, but we're going to go ahead and scroll down this direction. I'm going to point out the things that you do need to adjust or that you can ignore. So in the booking page access control, you want to unclick this box right here requiring an Office 365 account. We do not need to have that clicked for parent-teacher conferences. Go ahead and scroll down. You don't need to change anything else in that section. For the scheduling policy, this is the general scheduling policy. I have other types of services that I have available, so my scheduling policy is 30 minutes. You can do that as well, because if you do want to use this in the future for other types of parent conversations, you might want to have a general time increment of 30 minutes. Minimum lead time in hours for booking is, you can set that at whatever many hours you want. I set it down to 1 for parent-teacher conferences just because we don't need to know too far in advance. Maximum lead time is in days. You can change that if you want. Count out how many days between now and parent-teacher conferences. We want to leave both of these boxes checked. Email notifications. You want to be notified when a booking is created, and you want to send a meeting invite to the person who's creating the booking. So make sure those two are checked. You can scroll past the staff option and down to availability. Now, for general availability, this is basically what you would be looking at for any type of conference that parents are scheduling with you, not just parent-teacher conferences, so other types of conversations. You can change this by going down here to set different availability for a date range, which is what we definitely want to do for parent-teacher conferences. Now, I don't know when everybody's parent-teacher conference dates are. I'm going to select October 15 because I know that's a day that isn't too busy for me on my calendar. And I am going to say not bookable when staff are free, but custom hours, because conferences don't go for the whole day either. So this is the 15th, which means that I'm going to take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday off of here. And then I can select for Thursday the 15th the hours that I want to be bookable. So let's say that's from 8 to 2 right there. So that is the range for that particular date. So that's what people will see on that date versus the different types of availability at other times. All right, so then I'm going to click Save and Publish, and we'll continue on our journey. The customer section, you'll see the people who have booked with you. Shout out to Emily and Stephanie. Thanks, guys, gals. And you really don't need to do anything with this page at all. Same thing with staff. I'm the only staff member for my booking page. You'll have the same situation. You don't need to do anything on this page. On services is our next stop. And this is where we're going to add our service, which is parent-teacher conferences. And you can add a description here if you want to. You're not required to, but you can. For the default location, we're going to click this toggle right here, Add Online Meeting. That turns it automatically into a Teams meeting that will be sent out in the confirmation email to your participants. Default duration. Now this is an important one because this is where it's going to differ for each of you depending on what division you're in. So for upper school, we decided to do the default duration as 5 minutes, even though you might go as high as 8. And then for middle school, EMS, lower school, preschool, you might have different numbers of or duration times that you'll need to set there. We're going to go ahead and toggle this buffer time switch here, and we're going to select a 5-minute before buffer so that we don't have meetings scheduled back to back to back to back. That'll give you a little bit of additional time in there. We don't need to worry about this one because you're not scheduling appointments on behalf of people. We do want to leave maximum attendees at 1. We don't want multiple people in the same time slot. We're not charging for our parent-teacher conferences. You don't need to put notes in. Now, there are custom fields that you can ask for, but we're going to skip those. We don't need that information for these purposes. And then we come to the reminders and confirmation section. This is a 1-day reminder. Right now it says just a quick reminder that your service is coming up soon. So you might want to say that your parent-teacher conference, and you can edit that right here and then click the save button. You can decide if you want it 1 day or more days than that. And you can add additional information here in this email confirmation if you like. You can click the text message notifications. We're not going to be requiring phone number insertion from our families. And then we do want to show this service on the booking page. We do not want to use the default scheduling policy. So click this right here. Parent-teacher conferences are special creatures, so we're going to uncheck the use default scheduling policy, and we are going to go down here, and we are actually going to click on under general availability. We're going to click not bookable so that our availability is only during the 8 to 2 session that we have scheduled for our parent-teacher conferences. All right, now I'm going to click save. And you'll see here on my services page, now we have a parent-teacher conference section. So the business information, you don't need to worry about that as well, but we are going to go back up to the booking page because we want to see what that looks like. So I'm going to click here on the open published page, and this takes me to my page the way I've set up, and here's my parent-teacher conferences service. These are 2 others that I inserted. You won't have those options, but you will have this one, or rather families will see this one when they click. So when they click it, they'll be taken right to the only date that we're allowing, which is October 15th. That's how we set it up. And then they'll see the increments that they're allowed to book in. Now, I missed something. I left it at 30 minutes. Okay, well, that's a good thing to note. If you check this page and you see that, look, there's still 30-minute sections between there, let's go back to this page and go back to services and go back to parent-teacher conferences. And we're going to scroll down here. We're going to make sure it says 5 minutes. Good, 5 minutes here. Okay, that's not where the mistake is. That's good. Here it is right here, time increment scheduling policy. Let's click that back to 5 minutes. So those are the places you want to check if you're seeing that things look a little bit wonky. Okay, so again, going to my booking page, I'm going to open the published page. I'm going to click parent-teacher conferences to check. Here we go. They're all in the right 5-minute increments now. So when a family clicks on that, they'll be asked to add their details here and then click the book button. When they click the book button, they will automatically receive the invitation confirmation with their Teams meeting invite in it. And that's what we have for bookings.